trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Herbert off of play action. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jacob Harris there to make the grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw. Webster. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Webster. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. Off the play fake. Webster. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Eckler. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 62 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then
he's got a man, complete! And he takes it all the way down to the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Webster. That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Webster. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Raheem Mostert there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charger drive about to get going.
A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This is swung out to Eckler.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Eckler powering his way forward.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38.
Herbert now.
He'll get this to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Herbert.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
This is a counter play. Eckler.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On a return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set to get this drive started.
And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Running on first down, Eckler able to fight through one tackle.
122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
about the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Webster, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he spikes it to stop the clock, and now if they choose, they'll have a chance at maybe a long field goal try here just before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off play action. Webster. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete.
And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20.
A big play there for L.A.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Webster. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there for the Raiders.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Webster. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And it will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Steps away to his left. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Here's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
At the 25-yard line, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going on the ground with Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert escaping the pressure right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. It's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Connecting with Renfro. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Webster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Webster. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Webster. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick here is good. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.